What's up everyone, Friedemann Findeisen here from Holistic Songwriting. Welcome to this unboxing video of the MPC for the songwriting decks. Now, I wish I could tell you I was super excited to share this with you and that I just can't wait to show you and all that stuff. The truth is, I am terrified because, as I said, this is the MPC version. This is the final assembled product. So there's already 3,000 copies waiting in a factory in China for assembly. So everything has been printed already, meaning any mistakes we've made on this one will either be final or will be very costly because we have to reprint the songwriting decks. So I'm honestly terrified. So let's open up this thing and let's just hope that everything's cool. We've gone through the process of quality control multiple times at this stage. So it should be fine, but nonetheless, it is terrifying. So, okay, come a little closer so we can look inside here. So, as I said, 2 packages today for you to look at. All right, so look at that. So last time, in case this wasn't clear, we looked at the pre-production copy, the PPC, which wasn't produced by the actual machine that has produced the final product. This one here is the MPC, meaning this is what the actual thing will look like. Okay, so we have a little bit of damage here, but I think that's because it was 2 packaged together. All right, now let's look at that from the outside. So here's the German version on the left. That's why it says kreiert von, and here this one says created by. Like that. We got the backs. This is looking really good. All right, shall we open them? Let's open them. So here is the German version first, just because I've already shown the English version. Okay, let's check this out. So it opens like this, and that feels really good. That feels really nice. All right, and they're stowed away on the other side. We have the dividers, which are now linen finish. They weren't last time. This is something I've changed, and I think it looks much better now. And then we have the decks, and wow, these look really sharp. You can already tell from the outside. Wow, look at that. Jesus Christ. So that was one of the small nitpicks I had with the pre-production copy for the rhythm decks. This is the thing I'm most excited about, was that the stand stout parts had like these white edges, so you could kind of see, it wasn't stamped out perfectly. But this here, look at that. Look at the detail of that. Look at how well that's stamped out. This is an absolutely perfect stands here. It looks absolutely gorgeous. And let's see what happens when we combine 2 cards. Look at that, they align perfectly and we get a unique new drum groove. That is very cool. Wow, and look at it from the other side. It's another possible drum groove. Cool, very, very cool. Man, this is really exciting. So that's the rhythm decks. We got the structured deck, which is right here. Man, these cards feel absolutely great. And the linen finish looks gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it does absolutely. Let's hold it to the light and maybe you can see it a little bit. I like that. I think you can kind of see what's going on here. Then we got these, which look really nice. And the black looks very black. That's really cool. Cool. All right, that's the structured decks. What else we got? I'm only going to show you the German version today, I think. Because you've already seen the English version and they're pretty similar. So look at that. Hold those together and they align perfectly. Look at that, perfect alignment. That's what you want to see. Perfect. Okay, what have we got here? Look at that. That's looking really good. Black looks beautiful. It's easy to read even though it's very small. Looking great. And this, by the way, is a new feature that we added, the melody outlines exercise, which gives you an outline for a melody that you can follow. Very cool little nifty little feature. And we got the harmony decks. So that was the melody decks that you just saw. Can I get this to open? Yes, there we are. So here we have the harmony decks. And as you can see, we've changed to the chords being on top and the functions being at the bottom. It's one of the biggest changes we made to this deck because we figured for beginners it would be helpful to have the chords at the top, and only for the professionals who know how to use functional theory, well, we've printed the functions underneath. Okay, so that's for your music theory nerds out there. And if you want to, even if you don't know music theory, you can use these tables here to create chord progressions in any key. Say we have one in B major, you have one in E flat major, and so on and so forth. This all looks really good. I'm really happy with this one as well. What else we got? This one here is the lyric deck, of course. Let's see. Yeah, this looks really good. Very nice. In the back, it does look very nice. And you can really see the linen finish, which does feel very, very nice and makes for a much smoother shuffling. Then we have the instructions, Anleitung in German, which have been overhauled completely to be a little bit clearer. There were a couple of mistakes with it. Now we have the stars in the back. That was one of the main problems with the PPC, that those didn't show. And this all looks really, really good. Look at that. Very nice, cute little booklet. All right, and I think that's it. Guys, I think we have a winner here. I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna look over it one more time. I'm gonna have a call with Tyler from Panda later today, and we're gonna discuss everything, make sure everything is perfect, and then I'm gonna okay the assembly, hopefully, unless we find some major big issues with the product. But so far I haven't found any. Everything that I was worried about seems to be perfectly in order, especially the rhythm decks. That was the most complicated part of the production. And then I'll okay it, and we can move into assembly so that you guys can get your packages by early September. Cheers.